Well, we're back up in the high desert. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been doing the foundation for the pump house. You can see I brought up a couple of pull blocks for the electrical. Put two more down that way to set up. But what we've been doing the last 2 weeks is basically clearing out the footings for the pump house and getting the electrical lines in. So we have the footings all cleared out here. I've got my 2-inch line for the house and the shop in here. Got my other pipes in. I've got my signal coming up over here and got everything set up. So we brought up a load of rebar today. We'll form this up and next week we'll basically start pouring concrete. Well, it's Wednesday morning. I just want to give you an update of what's going on at the property too. Yesterday we were working on the pump house. I got some rebar in that I'll show you. But the people next to us, they were going to move the property line from over here to here and put in a new fence. So yesterday there was a guy out here, as you can see, punching the T-posts in for the new fence. He's got it going that way. And they've got it going all that way. This here will bring their access road here and give them a little bit more room to plant alfalfa. They've got it going all the way down to the corner of our property. They cut all the tule bushes between the old fence over there to the new there. My shipping containers are basically the edge of our property. My shipping containers are about 10 feet off the property line. So once they get this done, they'll turn and start building a fence there. They'll fence both sets of properties. So this here's a little over 900 feet of fencing that they're going to install for me. So it's going to work out pretty good to where I get fenced property and don't have to pay for it. At the corner of the property here, they put in these double, they look like railroad ties that they tied in. This post right here is basically the corner of the property. Our property runs that way, and then I'll pan around. And then our property runs that way. I'll still have to put in the fence for there, but that's a whole lot easier than putting in that extra 900 feet. So it's gonna look nice. It's all cleared out. It gives you a really good view of where the apple orchard is. The pump house is being built over there. So we'll set all that in, and hopefully in a couple of years we'll have everything set up and get the shop put in and all the outbuildings. Well, yesterday I got my other two 2-inch risers in. These here will come from the main panel to the house and the wood shop. I got some of my rebar in to the foundation, so we got these tied in. These here will basically be on the outside for the block wall. There'll be a 4-foot block wall going around it and then metal above it. But what we'll do today is finish up the rest of the rebar around here. And then we'll set everything up and call for concrete next week so I can pour this slab and then we can start building the pump house. Well, it's day 3 of the foundation build to getting the rebar put in. As you can see, I've got all the rebar in the footings. Got my uprights up for a block wall that's going to go on. And then I'm putting in more reinforcement wire through it. So it's all set up, basically ready for concrete. Concrete basically is going to come in tomorrow. So I strap my piping for my main panel coming in, and then the pipes over there Down there on the other side is for all of our signal coming in for internet throughout the buildings. But we're all set up. I'll back up so you can get a full view. There's the full view of everything for the foundation pour. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock we have 7 yards of concrete coming. I'll put in 3 more sections of reinforcement wire, and then I have to wrap my water lines with a small piece of styrofoam so if the slab moves it doesn't break the pipes. But tomorrow we'll be pouring concrete. Well, the concrete truck's on its way, so it's do or not die. We'll pour 7 yards of concrete, float it all out, and we'll be ready to start building next week. Well, concrete truck's here. So we'll get him set up and we'll start pouring. Drag this side. Well, it's 5 hours later and the concrete's actually poured. I got it all screeded off. Now we're just going to work it a little bit and then do a broom finish on it and do that. But a lot of work for one guy to do it. Me and my dad helped a little bit, but I'm beat. 5 hours of hauling concrete. Had enough for everything. So here's our slab. We'll finish it up. I'll strip the forms tomorrow and we'll start building next week.